Good morning. It's Sunday. I'm about to get dressed for today. Get up out of this house. I said, hey, let's try live again today. Not even get out the bed. Cause I just be thinking while I'm in the bed. This is like my thinking spot. The bed and the bathroom. Don't ask me why. Like thinking. Oh, in the car. I definitely like thinking in my car too. It's a good thinking spot. Do you guys have thinking spots? Like, do you have like, I know some people have like a chair they sit in and they like to think in that particular chair, or they have like a cozy blanket, or, you know, like, what helps you to think? Like, I don't know. I find myself like, I do my best thinking or my best reviewing or analyzing things like in the mornings. Once I get up and start moving, my day is consumed with whatever I got going on for the day. I like getting up in the morning first thing and just thinking or doing a prayer or a silent prayer to myself or out loud prayer or whatever. Just thank God, like just thanking Him for like waking me up to be able to try to have a better day than yesterday, or just having a better day than yesterday. Just being grateful. Grateful for life, grateful for a chance, grateful for a change. I don't know, I think that's like the season I'm in my life. It just waking up trying to be grateful, waking up trying to be joyful, waking up trying to be positive. And I feel like when I do that, you know, then I find myself doing this more. Like, I look up and I'm like, oh shit, that felt good. Just analyzing, prioritizing, checking myself, you know. What do I not want to do that I did yesterday? Or what can I do better than what I did yesterday? And then accomplishing it. Because there's some days I wake up and I forget. I'm like, dog, Lord, it's 12 o'clock. And I literally forgot to thank you today. And it's like, no, don't do that. Wake up and thank God first. And then, you know, everything else kind of flows. And I've noticed that in my life. The more I'm grateful, the more I'm giving, the more I just continue, no matter how many times people knock me down, to just still be God fearing, loving, good, basically, just a good person. Even when people are not good to me, God be like, it's okay, because He reminds me every day, you're doing the right thing. And He makes sure He gives me something to feed that so I can keep doing the right thing. Because I think that sometimes, I don't know if people fully understand that in life. Like, what you do comes back. So it's like, that's important. I don't know if we teach that enough in life. Like, what you put out here, you get back. So it's like sometimes the dysfunction in our lives, it's easy for us to say it was them, it was them. But so it's not really other people, it's yourself, because you even allowed them into your life, those dysfunctional people or those dysfunctional things. And that's one thing I love about God, because no matter how dysfunctional I am, He loves me and He shows me that, and He lets me know when I'm doing things right. And, you know, I don't even think it has anything to fully do with religion versus just people just locking into goodness. Like, and we all know what that feels like. We know what it feels like to do good. We know what it feels like to do bad. And I don't think people want to be accountable in life, though. Like, people want to do bad things and then you want good results. And it's like, that don't that's not how it works. That's a form of insanity. Doing the same things, wanting different results. And so I've learned that for myself in life. I'm not gonna keep being insane. I've been insane. I've been through a lot of things that people have been through in their lives that they just not comfortable sharing with people, or they don't want to be transparent with people or vulnerable with people. And I've been blessed to be able to say I've been a bad person. I've had bad people in my life. I've done bad. I've had bad done to me. I'm not like, I don't want to be a person in this world where I'm like, I'm a victim, I've never done it. No, no, I've done so much in life that I'm at this point, being a mother, being a grandmother. I truly find it a blessing to be able to tell somebody else, like, it's not for everybody. It's for the ones that want to hear it. If you don't do these choices, these bad choices, you're gonna come out in a better situation. And so for me, I want to help people in life. I want to give something to people. And I don't have no money, so I can't give y'all no money, but I can give you some knowledge from my own experiences. And it doesn't mean it fits my experiences fits everyone else's experience. It just means that literally, like we don't talk enough in this world. We don't even talk enough in our homes to the people around us. And that's weird to me. I didn't even notice these things about myself in life until, like I said, reflection. Until I sat back and started reflecting, like, why is my life like this? Why am I attracting these type of people? Why am I hurt? Why am I in so much pain? Why am I being a negative person when deep down inside I know this ain't right? Always gearing my reflections to me. Nobody else accountable but myself. Not dwelling on what that person did versus looking at what I could have did better. Just self-reflection every day, all the time for myself. I can go out here and say, Roger did this to me and Keisha did that to me. But what is that going to do? Because those people did what they did to you because that's what they wanted to do. The question is for myself that I be hoping other people like pick up on in life, especially as you get older. What have you could have done so that Roger and Keisha and all those people can't do those things to you, and then move that way. You understand what I'm saying? Then move accordingly. And that's hard because those people probably did bring something into your life, but at the end of the day, was it worth it? And knowing that, you know what I'm saying, taking a little bit from somebody, just getting a little breadcrumb from somebody when you know you want the whole loaf, why settle? And that's what I'm learning even within myself. Like settling for friendships, settling for those relationships, settling when you know deep down inside that relationship was not fulfilling you in any way because it was nothing substantial within the relationship. It was just badness, using, doing things together that weren't good. So it's like, oh wow, I'm not the biggest religious person. Spiritual, I feel like I'm more so trying to become more spiritual. But and just being good. I just noticed that when I'm a good person, when I do good, it comes back. It might not be right then, but it's on time all the time because it's coming from God. And even if the humans aren't giving me that goodness back, God be like, hold on, girl, I got you. Let me show you how I got you. And he'll show me when I'm at my weakest moments, when he knows I need him the most. Even when there's times I think I need him and he's like, I'm like, let me just keep pushing through. Let me just keep pushing through with this goodness, with doing what the Lord said. And then it'll come. It'll come. And I've been doing that for the last year and a half, and I've literally have been able to help my mental, and I do go to therapy as well. But spirit, having my spiritual relationship with God, my Father. That's how I look at God. I look at Him literally as my Father, as a parent of me. And then I look at how I want to be because I'm a parent, I'm a mother. So then I take that and then I look at how I parent my children. I want to be patient with my kids because they're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't want people to uh, just throw me away because I made a mistake or I did something wrong. So I have to give the world what I want to be given back to me. I can't expect my kids to go into this world and be perfect. They're going to fall. They're going to make mistakes. And what am I going to do with them as a mother? Throw them away? No, I'm going to be patient with them like God is patient with me. I'm going to be good to them. I'm going to hear them. I'm going to allow them to tell me why. and then try to reason with them, even if I don't understand, even if it flusters me, even if it makes me mad. I'm not going to just throw my kids away. And that's what I feel like as I develop my relationship with the Lord. He don't throw me away no matter how raggedy I am. As people, grant there's times where God is like, you gonna have to do that one on your own, baby girl, because you're doing too much. And he'd be like, now when you get it together, come on back. But go out there and do you. Because I can't be with all that nonsense. And that's the same thing with like a parent. You would be with as a parent. When your kids are just totally, there's times you got to be like, baby, go out there and figure it out. But overall, like, we all as humans have love in our heart. We all have a heart. We all have, because we're built to love, not just ourselves, but each other. And it's scary. The world is scary because we don't have that love for each other. And love never fails. It doesn't. You understand? When it's real love, it will go through anything and it will come out on the other side. You understand? That's like I said, because I'm a parent. There's nothing my kids could do that would make me not love them. It might make me have boundaries, different boundaries, and boundaries can be realigned, and people don't understand that either. I might have a boundary against you, like a wall against you, but that wall can come down. That's change. You understand? And so it's like, I don't know. That's the whole point why I have a YouTube channel, why I even be on social media. I think social media is like great, it's good, but then it's also can be devastating to some people because you can get really wrapped up in thinking life is just one way. And it's like there's so many different ways life can be. And it's so sad because a lot of people sad to say when they want to express their life, they only want to show what the good parts are. And there's nothing wrong with that either. I don't judge that either because I think that's a great thing too. But a lot of times people be so hurt and so like in pain, and they don't know how to articulate that to themselves, let alone to the world or to someone. And I've just been blessed to have the ability to have vulnerability. I could be vulnerable. I could tell people, no, I cried all day today or yesterday, and no, I'm not in a good mood, but I'm not gonna take that out on the world. You understand? I'm gonna wake up and still smile, even if I cried, even if I'm angry, even if I'm hurt, even if I'm pissed, even if I'm at my lowest. I'm still gonna wake up and be a good person because if my kids come around you and you're in a bad mood or you're just full of hate and anger, I pray that skips over my baby because I don't want my kids to interact with the people that are bad, that are evil. Then there's evil people in this world. And we don't talk about that. Some people are just evil. You just can't help them. You literally have to just get up and move away from them, and that don't make you a bad person either, because sometimes when you're a good person you think leaving people behind is a bad thing. No, those are boundaries. And that took me a long time to understand because I'm a no, don't leave nobody behind. We got to drag them on with us. I want everybody to win in the world. I wish we all could have you know a winning spirit in this world instead of a compete spirit. Everybody competes. I don't have to compete with anything or anyone because I'm fulfilled. Even at my lowest, even if I'm naked with nothing, I'm fulfilled in myself as a human because I have been blessed with my children, with my grandkids, with being a daughter, with having a family, with being loved by people. And so that alone fulfills me enough to know that I don't have to become evil or a bad person. And a lot of people that are evil and bad, it's out of hurt. And that's the sad part because they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to be vulnerable. They don't know how to express. They don't know how to tell somebody what they really feel because they're afraid that we all are going to judge them or look at them wrong, which most of us do. But, you know, it is what it is. I just want to get on, give a little testimony on this good Sunday. Hope you all are doing great. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend and you're preparing for your week. And I'm about to get up out this bed, and I'm probably going to try to go live a little bit more today. Possibly. I'm just trying to figure out how to randomly talk versus posting videos and just get on here and keep it 100 in the moment. But y'all have a great day. Be blessed. Stay loved and stay positive.